Wheelchair. Wheelchair. Wheelchair.
Wheelchair, eh?
Wheelchair.
Obviously left a link to the article, and it says Anthony Joshua injured in car accident, 2 people who I believe...
He might be okay physically, but he's definitely not going to be mentally, because...
That's right, yeah, mentally okay, yeah.
If he's got a heart in his body, which I'm sure he has, and he's a very nice fellow as well. And the thing is, it's going to have an effect.
Tyson Fury first words after meeting Anthony Joshua reveal the depth of concern for AJ's well-being. The crash and the tragic loss of his close friends have clearly shaken him mentally and emotionally. Fury's visit shows the gravity of the situation. AJ is struggling to process the trauma, and the accident has left a deep, lasting scar on his mind.
To Christians, Muslims, Jews, Hindus, blacks, whites, Chineses, everybody on earth, this goes out to you. We are not divided. We are one peoples under God, united. That's what we are. Let no government, let no spokesperson, let no politician drive a wedge between humanity. Welcome your brothers and sisters as one. They are not your enemies. They are your brothers and sisters under God. We all came from Adam and Eve. In the beginning, everybody on earth. Remember that. Spread love, not hate.
Tyson Fury's words underline the harsh reality Anthony Joshua is facing. This won't be the first traumatic moment for AJ, and sadly, it may not be the last. Fury seems to acknowledge the mental weight AJ is carrying after the crash and the loss of his friends, showing that even champions are not immune to life's shocking emotional blows.
Worse things have happened at sea. It won't be the first time.
After the crash, Anthony Joshua walked away with minor physical injuries, but the emotional toll was immediate and profound. Authorities quickly took the driver into custody, marking a crucial step in the investigation. For AJ, surviving while losing 2 close friends is a harrowing ordeal, and now the shadow of legal scrutiny adds another layer of stress and uncertainty.
Still part of the plan. I did see a few of the pictures that were circulating from it. AJ leaving the vehicle and what happened.
Peter Fury captures the intense mental struggle AJ faces. Losing 2 friends in a single moment is devastating, and the emotional shock will follow him long after hospital discharge. Even as the driver remains in custody, AJ must process grief, survivor's guilt, and trauma, all while the world watches, making recovery as much a mental battle as a physical one.
Because when you've got people around you and you're close to your people and you think a lot, it's going to have a big effect. So it will be. It's going to be an emotional wrecking ball ride for him for quite a while. It will be. It's the loss. The loss is, you can't put a word on it. It's that deep of a loss.
Showbiz The Adult reveals that Anthony Joshua's driver, Adney, now faces serious felony charges for reckless driving, carrying a potential 7-year prison sentence. This news adds another layer to AJ's trauma. He survived a near-fatal crash while 2 friends died, and now legal consequences loom. It's a tense mix of relief, grief, and shock, leaving AJ to navigate both emotional and judicial storms.
This is a real image of both of them together. Now, Nigerian police sources has indicated that Adeniyi will be facing some serious felony charges for reckless driving. And I know a lot of you guys are curious, such as I, on, what would be the punishment or the penalty for reckless driving in Nigeria. So I looked it up. And if you are a reckless driver in Nigeria and you cause a fatality on a federal road, that is up to...
Anthony Joshua opens up, showing the emotional toll the crash has taken on him. Surviving such a traumatic event while losing close friends has clearly shaken him deeply. AJ reflects on life's unpredictable stages and the need to evolve, hinting at the mental scars left behind. It's a rare glimpse into his vulnerability, revealing that even a champion must process grief, fear, and emotional trauma.
It's going through life, because at different stages of your life, you're allowed to evolve. True.
Speaker questions the surprising legal twist as Anthony Joshua's driver faces charges for the accident. What was initially believed to be a simple blowout has now become a criminal investigation. This development intensifies the aftermath of the crash, piling legal stress onto AJ's already traumatized mind. The uncertainty over responsibility adds another layer of tension to an already devastating situation.
Right side passenger, right and the back passenger. So the 2 on them sides there died. The driver and Anthony survived. But it was said that a tire blew out, but now I'm hearing that Anthony's driver has been charged with the crash. Like, if you have a blowout, how do you get charged for the crash? That's my only question, you get me?
Johnny Nelson reflects on the devastating human cost of the crash. Beyond the headlines, 2 lives were tragically lost, and Anthony Joshua narrowly survived, leaving him and everyone around him grappling with grief and shock. Nelson emphasizes perspective. Fights and rivalries pale in comparison to real life. AJ must now cope with survivor's guilt, emotional trauma, and the haunting reality of losing close friends in an instant.
It's just sad. It just makes you realise how valuable life is and how things can change in a heartbeat. So when we talk about fights and we talk about beefs and these things are just nothing when it comes to real life and losing your life. So it was a sad thing to hear, a sad thing to see. God knows how it'll affect those that saw it mentally, emotionally. But you've got to think about these 2 men who were somebody's child, someone's brother, and that's what you've got to think about, those people that have lost their life.
Jurel Miller shares a deeply human perspective on Anthony Joshua's ordeal, highlighting how mentally exhausting this tragedy has been. Not just for AJ, but for everyone watching. Even though they haven't always been close, Jurel empathizes with AJ, understanding that surviving a near-fatal crash while losing close friends is unimaginable. The emotional weight is compounded by the relentless online coverage, forcing AJ to relive the trauma repeatedly. Jurel's reflection shows how personal connections and life experiences shape empathy. This crash is more than just an accident. It's a psychological battle AJ must endure, and Jurel's words capture the mix of grief, shock, and helplessness felt by all who witness it.
You don't know what other people are going through. And even though AJ, we're not on the best terms, man, I feel for this brother, man. Because it could have been my family, could have been my friends. And, I feel like, man, it's mentally, kind of draining looking at this stuff all day online. And like I said, I didn't really see nothing too graphic until this morning. Was like, now I've seen a lot of crazy stuff in my life, man. I've seen dead bodies before and all that. And, man, I don't even know how to even express myself.
Pain Game emphasizes just how physically brutal the accident was for Anthony Joshua. Even a fighter accustomed to extreme punishment in the ring cannot simply shrug off a high-speed crash. While AJ survived, his body is undoubtedly under immense stress from both the impact and the extraction process. Pain Game notes the careful handling required in such situations, underscoring the fragility of life beyond the boxing ring. This perspective highlights that even a champion is vulnerable, and surviving is just the first step. AJ now faces a long road of recovery, both physically and mentally, with his body still processing the trauma and his mind grappling with the emotional fallout.
Such a severe car accident there. Alright, he's lucky enough to still be alive, but fuck me, his body must be going through a lot right there. This is not a man who winces in pain easily, right? He gets punched for a living. And obviously, you're supposed to take people out of car accidents like that with great care because you don't want to.
Eddie Hearn delivers a cautiously optimistic update on Anthony Joshua's condition following the crash. While AJ appears to have avoided major injuries, the sheer luck involved in surviving such a high-risk accident cannot be overstated. Hearn captures the relief felt by his team and fans worldwide, while subtly reminding everyone that even minor injuries carry significant consequences for both physical performance and mental health. The emotional impact of losing close friends adds another layer of challenge, meaning AJ must now balance physical recovery with psychological healing. Eddie's words highlight that surviving was just the first victory. AJ's true journey toward normalcy and stability is only beginning, and the world is watching closely.
In that he, it doesn't look like he has any major injuries is true, and that would be fantastic, and obviously he'd be a very lucky boy if that was the case. But we hope that is the case.
John Fury expresses both shock and gratitude that Anthony Joshua survived the horrific crash. His words convey relief, amazement, and a recognition of the fragility of life. For AJ, this is more than physical survival. It's an emotional reset after losing close friends and facing a traumatic experience. John's blessings and heartfelt messages underline the importance of support from family and loved ones in such moments. His reminder to be safe resonates beyond boxing, emphasizing caution and perspective in life. AJ's journey now involves healing physically, processing mental trauma, and finding strength to move forward while carrying the memory of friends lost and the reality of how close death came.
Bless you, AJ. You're one lucky lad. God bless you, man. I'm glad you're alive again. Shocked me, it has. Terrible. Anyway, good luck, everybody, and try and enjoy the new year as much as you can and be.
Sonny Faz paints a chilling picture of Anthony Joshua's recent journey, showing just how fragile life can be, even for a superstar. From defeating Jake Paul in front of millions and Netflix cameras to returning to Nigeria, AJ's life took an unimaginable turn. Surviving a near-fatal crash is traumatic enough, but the loss of 2 close friends adds a heavy emotional burden. This accident didn't just affect him physically, it's left deep mental scars, forcing AJ to confront the unpredictability of life. Fans and analysts alike are reminded that fame, money, and victories can never shield someone from tragedy. Sonny Faz's words emphasize the stark reality: even the strongest, toughest athletes are human. Anthony now faces the dual challenge of recovering his body while processing grief and trauma.
2 weeks ago, this guy's in front of the whole world. Netflix, millions of dollars, breaks Jake Paul's jaw in 2 places, decides to go back to Nigeria, almost dies. 2 of his closest friends pass away in the accident. You never know what days you're.
Gareth Davis contextualizes Anthony Joshua's mindset before the accident, reminding us how unpredictable life can be even for someone at the top of their game. AJ had just returned from a high-profile fight against Jake Paul, a victory that cemented his reputation and earned massive admiration, but the risk of competing at that level is ever present. Gareth points out that AJ remained classy and professional, even under intense scrutiny, highlighting his disciplined approach to both fighting and public life. Yet, the accident in Nigeria shifted the narrative entirely. Surviving a crash while losing close friends is a psychological shock no athlete can prepare for. Gareth's commentary captures the tension between triumph in the ring and vulnerability outside it, underscoring how quickly life can change from victory to tragedy.
In fact, it's some very interesting and germane points you make there in this moment, Raheem. That I think what I've noticed, that obviously there were a kind of panoply of opinions about him fighting Jake Paul to take it back a week and a half. I mean, I was critical of that fight being signed, first of all, because I worried about the dangers for Jake Paul. He got his jaw broken at the end of the day, and kind of used the scars as a flag in his new moon, delusionally optimistic in his words, as he is about these things. So Anthony Joshua went to America a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, played the role which he needed to play, was very classy through.
Showbiz The Adult delivers breaking news on Anthony Joshua's harrowing accident, providing crucial details without speculation. The stationary truck collision highlights the suddenness and randomness of the crash, emphasizing that even a world-class athlete can't control every circumstance. This isn't just a story about a car accident, it's a narrative about survival and resilience. AJ's family, fans, and the boxing community are grappling with shock, relief, and grief all at once. The prayers extended show global concern for his well-being, while the facts hint at a deeper investigation into what caused such a devastating impact. For AJ, the physical impact is just the surface. The emotional and psychological aftermath, especially losing close friends, will likely take far longer to heal. The incident reminds everyone how life can pivot in seconds, altering futures permanently.
Anthony Joshua's SUV struck the stationary truck. So I just want to give you guys the breaking news. Unfortunately, Anthony Joshua was involved in a car accident in Nigeria. Prayers to Anthony J. Joshua.
Joe Rogan underscores the incredible luck that Anthony Joshua experienced during the crash, noting that the absence of a seatbelt may have paradoxically saved his life. It's a startling reminder of how unpredictable survival can be in extreme circumstances. While AJ walks away alive, the emotional toll of witnessing the sudden deaths of 2 close friends cannot be overstated. Rogan's comment highlights the razor-thin line between life and death in this incident, where even minor details could have had catastrophic consequences. Beyond the physical injuries, AJ now faces the mental burden of processing the trauma and survivor's guilt, navigating grief while remaining in the public eye. This commentary serves as both a relief and a warning. Fortune spared AJ once, but recovery, both mental and emotional, will be the true fight ahead.
I mean...
That's bonkers. Thank God he didn't have a seatbelt on. I never say that.
Thank God he didn't have a fucking seatbelt on, because if he did,
there's no way
he would be dead. Probably, or fucking severely.
After witnessing Anthony Joshua survive a near-fatal crash, it's clear this isn't just about boxing or celebrity drama, it's about resilience, luck, and the fragility of life. AJ's journey from defeating Jake Paul to facing one of the darkest moments of his life has shown fans the human side of a champion. Mentally, he's grappling with trauma and the devastating loss of close friends, while physically recovering from the crash. Tyson Fury's unexpected visit highlights the unity and support within the boxing community, proving that even the strongest fighters need solidarity during life-altering moments. This is a story of survival, reflection, and perspective. Anthony Joshua's path forward will inspire millions, not just for his victories in the ring, but for his courage in confronting tragedy. If you've been following AJ's journey, comment below with your thoughts. Do you think he'll come back stronger than ever? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on his recovery and boxing news.